President Bola Tinubu is absent from this year's 79th United Nations General Assembly in New York. Instead, he is dedicating his attention to pressing domestic challenges, including the recent severe flooding that has affected many across Nigeria. Stay tuned as we dive into the top stories shaping the world today. Hi, welcome to What's Happening, where we bring you the latest news from around the world. I am Frances Oti, and these are top 10 stories countdown today. At number 10, Turkey is ramping up measures to secure its military communication devices following the deadly explosions in Lebanon, which threw Hezbollah into chaos. The blasts caused by detonated handheld radios have raised fears of a regional escalation amid ongoing conflicts. Turkey's defense ministry is reviewing its protocols and enhancing controls on equipment procurement to prevent similar breaches. At number 9, Manchester City could face the ultimate penalty, expulsion from the Premier League if found guilty of breaching financial fair play (FFP) rules. The stakes are even higher, with reports suggesting that they could also be booted from the Champions League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and Club World Cup. City, accused of failing to provide accurate financial details for 9 years and not cooperating with investigations, is battling 115 alleged breaches with a star-studded legal team. Denying all allegations, City's fate hangs in the balance until a verdict expected in early 2025. This could be the biggest off-pitch drama yet. At number 8, the Super Eagles have kept their spot at 39th in the latest FIFA rankings after a mixed run in their recent AFCON qualifiers, crushing Benin Republic 3-0 and settling for a goalless draw against Rwanda. Nigeria remains 6th in Africa, trailing powerhouses like Morocco, Senegal, and Egypt. It's a solid position, but with all that talent, shouldn't we be climbing higher? At number 7, the Nigeria Immigration Service (NIS) is urging for a bilateral agreement between Nigeria and the UK to address strict British adoption laws that are creating challenges for Nigerians. The NIS argues that a blanket policy on Nigerian adoptions feels unfair, especially when parents comply with all local laws, and suggests that each case be reviewed individually. These stringent UK policies have led to many Nigerians facing difficult choices, like relocating or making frequent visits to Nigeria just to see their adopted children. At number 6, tempers are flaring in Ibadan as hundreds of residents hit the street, urging Governor Seyi Makinde to stop the ongoing demolition of houses for the Ibadan Circular Road project. Frustrated homeowners, many of whom used their life savings to build, have been protesting at the Oyo State Government Secretariat, demanding a pause to the destruction that has left many families stranded and panicked. Placards in hand, residents voiced their fears and hardships, with one protester lamenting the toll on affected families since demolitions kicked off earlier this year. It's a tough scene, and many are asking, can't there be a better way? At number 5, it's results time, and NECO just dropped the 2024 Senior School Certificate Examination stats. 60.55% of students scored 5 credits, including maths and English, while 83.9% snagged 5 credits in any subject. NECO's chief, Professor Dantana Wushishi, also noted a drop in exam malpractice, with over 8,437 cases compared to last year's 12,030 cases, and flagged 40 schools for mass cheating. While Abia State led the pack with stellar performance, Katsina State unfortunately trailed at the bottom. At number 4, Nigeria's foreign reserves are on the up, with a net inflow of about $2.35 billion into the central bank's coffers each month, according to Finance Minister Wale Edun. Speaking at a forum in Lagos, Edun credited this cash boost with helping stabilize the naira, thanks to increased foreign exchange liquidity and growing government revenues. He highlighted the need for more spending on infrastructure and social safety nets to improve Nigeria's tax and revenue ratios. With reserves back above $35 billion, it's a positive sign, but let's see if it sticks. And number 3, with just 2 days until Edo State's big governorship election, INEC has slammed the brakes on all campaign activities, reminding parties that it's light out at midnight tonight. INEC's strict warning: no rallies, procession, or media campaigns allowed past the deadline. And don't even think about showing up at the polls in campaign gear. It's all about keeping things fair. But let's be real. Politicians love to push the boundaries, so let's see who plays by the rules. At number 2, APC Chairman Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje is shutting down rumors that he's scheming to dethrone former Emir of Kano, Muhammadu Sanusi II, once again. In a statement, Ganduje firmly denied having any hand in the alleged plot, stressing that he is no longer the governor or even in a position to influence Kano's traditional leadership. The former governor brushed off the claims as laughable, calling them preposterous and absurd, and made it clear that he has moved on to more pressing national matters as APC's leader. Finally, at number 1. President Bola Tinubu is keeping this year's 79th United Nations General Assembly in New York, opting to focus on domestic issues like the recent flooding back home. Instead, Vice President Kashim Shettima will lead Nigeria's delegation, delivering the country's national statement and participating in key events. Tinubu, fresh off trips to China and the UK, is prioritizing pressing challenges at home over the international spotlight. That's all for today. You can get the full stories on our social media handles and follow us to join the conversation. See you next time on What's Happening.